filling station is not in our layout, and it's not part of what we think that we want to be in Itunu city. And secondly, I just add now that of course DPR will not approve a filling station in residential commercial estates like such like what we want to create. But yeah, there are going to be a lot of filling station along this line. Don't worry, probably there's one there. The person that buys will just like, literally 5 minutes out and get his car filled up. And most of the people that will be in Itunu City, we think that they might be riding on Teslas, so they might not need to fuel. They might not need to
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. In the commercial, please, in the commercial overhead, can we have the place, the kind of like where you can sell cars and mechanic workshop? Is it possible?
Okay, so yeah, I just call. Yes, it's possible because I think it's part of the layout. So yes.
Please, can you list the things that will be carried out in the commercials, like that? Anything? Is it anything whatsoever?
Is it what?
Let's know the specific, the kinds of things that will be carried out in the commercials.
To be honest, I don't get your question. But,
what I mean, like, you say filling stations is not allowed. Yeah. Can we know the ones you have in mind?
Every other thing apart from filling station.
Okay. Like hotels space.
Yeah. Yeah, but we don't want the filling station. Yeah. But look, to be honest, if you ask me to list, right, I might not be able to list it because people we can. Look, if you buy the land, right, you can do a lot of things with your land because we actually want as much commercial activities as possible, right? And then also, if you check the brochure, I should think that when you read the brochure very well, it should explain to you, the kind of business activities, the kind of stuff that would be in that particular city. And trust me, you can very much trust 100% what is inside that brochure. Right? So if you ask me to list right now, maybe not possible. Maybe some things will fly off my head, or maybe some will even come. Right? But you can then go to the brochure. It will give you an idea. But truthfully, I know for a fact that we don't want or we cannot have a filling station. But every other thing can be, in the city.
Good morning. There's a price increase infrastructure milestone here. If I want to pitch that to a potential investor, how attainable is it? Like, what are the factors that we need to pitch this price increase infrastructure to the investor?
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's pretty attainable because we've done it before. Yeah. We think that, look, if you have a project, a property, you either wait for the government to do some things for you, or the government to create value around that area for price to increase, right? Like what happened in Ebeki, Dangote had to come, the seaport, and then that was the marketing factor, and automatically that was like what caused the price increase, like drove up the value of that place. But you can as well then create that same value yourself, right? You can go to that side, create roads, create good infrastructure, have some incentives around, people that have bought commercial. Look, I don't think I want to mention, but they're like, are you there? There are like some 5 companies that have bought already this Itunu City, and then these are some of the companies that companies want to be around, because it's just the same way that Eco Atlantic was a good project, was a decent project, but as soon as it's announced that the American consulate was building a $500 million facility in that place, It attracted a lot of, everybody from all around the world. And I heard now that 47 projects are going to be kickstarting in Eco Atlantic for next year.
Yeah.
So that's forcing development, forcing value on a particular project. Whenever his real estate strategy, it has worked everywhere. It has worked in America, it was worked in the UK, it will work in Nigeria. And that's what we did with Itunu Residential. We have forced development, we have put the roads, we have put the facility, we have, we literally had to get, if you notice, these roads were fixed normally before without consideration of any estate around. We literally had to negotiate with the government to give us passage, for both of this road, this Itunu City and the other one, which, they are there to, and they gave us, right? So these are some of the top level, top-notch negotiations that we're engaging with the government, with individual stakeholders, with different people, just such that so that the value of our estate is really driven up. So that's what you're looking at. To be very honest, I think it's very much attainable. I said earlier that what I think that the price of Itunu City is actually what we're not selling right now. Is the price November 1 when we start the infrastructure, and that's what I think the price of, because of what we want to put, the amount of innovation, the amount of value, the amount of infrastructure, the amount of companies, top companies that are actually coming into this city. Look, I'll tell you something. If you have a client or if you have money, I know you have money, you have to buy, or you have to tell your client to buy. It's going to be the best project this year. Maybe another one will come next year, but definitely will be done by us anyway, if it comes. So, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So I have this question. After a client buy and finish paying all the money involved, how long would you allow the client to wait without building anything or doing any project on it? How long? And is there anything any requirements that the clients have to wait without doing anything on the land?
Okay, I will answer that. So for the city, we understand that, of course, clients, people buy land not just to do projects. A lot of people buy for investment, right? And we have also put one of the reasons why we did our price increase, tied to infrastructural milestone, is such that people can then exit. Yeah. Such that people can then exit at different infrastructural milestones and then make money. That's putting a bit of finance in real estate, right? So now I think we're launching at 20 million. So on November 1, I don't know what the price is going to be, 35 million. So if you then think that by that time, of course, the Itunu City will be scarce because a lot of plots will be mocked up already. So a client can then say, look, if it's 35 million, I can throw back to the open market to sell at 32 million. Just a bit below the actual value. But so we understand that people do not just want to buy to build, they also want to buy for investment. And that's why we've put some of those prices tied to our infrastructural milestone, such that they can exit at a particular price better than what they have bought. And then also, we would be rolling out some things, maybe not this year, maybe next year, that we can, a program that will make it very easy for clients to be able to liquidate their investment if they do not want to stay, right? So for the city, like I've said, it is not compulsory, but we would very much put in our mind how to allocate for people that want to quickly start development, because that's one of the things that they want to do in residential. So we have some plots that we've not allocated. That's in the front part of the estate, if you notice, and then that would be jointly developed by us and by clients that are quickly ready to build. So the clients that are ready to build will probably do a plot swap. One of the things that we'll announce, later this year, we'll do a plot swap if you can show us your design and approval, and you're ready to build, we'll do it possible to put in the front part of the estate. Because it's going to, the amount of, the way, the pace with which we want the estate to grow is going to slow it down if, the front part of the estate is just, not developed, and, development is happening at the back like some estates. So we have strategies covering that up already. So for clients that want to get for investment, we know where to allocate them, and then we know how to, make them exit and put another person in their place. Of course, making them money. And then for clients that want to quickly build, we know where to allocate them, and then we know how to give them good incentive to encourage them to quickly start building. Hopefully, I've answered the question. But if I've not answered, come to the office.
I love that.
Thank you, sir. My question is, hello, sir. Is there any provision for mosques or churches and the commercial part of the land?
I'm thinking that we can remove it. Depends. To be honest, I don't know why they put mosque and church. We live. Eh? Do you know how many churches are around this area? It's in the layout right now, to be honest. It's in the layout, and it's in a very good part of the layout, because we also want, we believe in God, right? So we want the people living in the city to also believe in God and worship God, right? But to be very honest, if I had the better power, if I have the better power to do and undo, I'd remove it, because there are churches already a lot of churches already in Nigeria. We need development, we need companies, we need factories, we need industrialization, we need things that will create employment, that will drive value, that will drive that will contribute to building nation. That's what I think. I don't want to be talking like a motivational speaker right now, to be honest. Yeah, but on the layout, I think we have like 10,000 square meters reserved for church and mosque. If you come with the right price, why not? We'll sell it. And then later we'll probably negotiate with you to buy it back at a good price. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for the session. Basically, I need just an emphasis. Are you telling us that Veritasi will be ready to help clients who want to flip over, who want to sell their plots at the different stages of infrastructural development? The company is ready to help clients make the sales.
So I didn't say that, right?
Okay, so can you help me clarify? Thanks.
Yeah, so I didn't say that. What I said is, with our strategy, right? If a client, imagine, let's paint a scenario, like your client bought 20 million, right? And then the next price at infrastructure side is 35 million, right? And then by that time, the land will be scarce, because we know it will be scarce already. Because we will make it scarce, because we would have sold a lot, right? And then your client then wants to liquidate his investment. If he then puts that same investment back in the market at 30 million, you probably just need to, or maybe approach one of the realtors that can sell, or approach some of the Veritasi staff, and then sell it to people. For example, hello?
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, for example, let me tell you an example, right? So, when we sold Campbell Advantage, I think we sold at 40 million in Ikate. And then the property grew to 60 million, because bad buildings, bad apartment was being sold for 61 million. This mic is not good, but let me continue anyway. Yeah, so bad ones are sold for 61 million. We think that our own apartment, because it's the best apartment in Ekate, should be sold for 70 million. And then some people will then come to say, look, we want to sell for 55. Every time that we are turning open to the market, I've sent our clients a mail to say, look, there's an apartment ready for 50 million. You need to pick. We get a lot of mails. People wanted to quickly buy, So what I'm saying is 40 million to 50 million in less than 1 year, like 25% ROI. But they can do better, right? We have not said or signed any agreement that we must help sell, because we are not in the business of helping clients resell their property. But we are saying that we create so much value that your client will be able to put that same property back in the market at a very reasonable gain, capital gain, and it will sell quickly as fast as possible. Hopefully, I've answered your question. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. So just like 2 more questions, could have and then we can. 2 more questions. 2 more questions.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Abu Chichikwemeka from Abuja. My question goes like this. I think I want to understand if there is architectural plan for the residential layout.
Like a prototype?
Come again.
I want to understand if there is specific architectural plan for the residential layout.
Okay, I get your question now.
The kind of buildings you build.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, first of all, Abuchi, right? Am I correct?
Yes, I'm Abu Chichikwemeka.
You came from Abuja, right? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You coming from Abuja. My team will give you something.
All the way.
For that, for flying from Abuja for this one. Just contact any.
It is a round of applause now. I'm not a clap for you.
An incentive.
Yes.
I can hear a lot of people saying yes, but I came from Abuja too. No, I mean, look, I know that. I mean, everybody deserves to be given something, right? You all try. And then of course we do our best. But for the fact that I mean, Abuja is far, and you know, a lot of bandits, you know, they need to be able to pass down roads that are, you know,
Maybe he flew.
and fly, you know,
Yeah.
easily try, you know. So to the question, I mean, very easy. So look, there is we have the regulation. Have you sent it to clients? No, not yet. So there's building regulations already prepared for Itunu residential. And the one for Itunu to be outside. I don't think we prepared it. Yes, but of course, this part, you know, even from our outside here, in this part of it, you can go higher. I think this is like the commercial part of it, you know, and this is like the residential part. Yeah, so I mean, in that case, we've done the regulation, even for us as a company, and then I think we'll send to clients. So you know the amount of, look, they did it to the extent that we'll set the amount of trees that needs to be planted per plot. You know, like everything, we didn't miss out on anything. So there will be a kind of uniformity and a kind of severity that, you know, that what we wanted to achieve with the estate, we'll still achieve it. Right? So part of the time, and that is already being worked on. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, thank you very much for your questions.
That's the question.
Okay, opportunity for one more question.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Look, it's not easy answering questions, you know. It's not easy. So you can use the card for me. But thank you very much again. Like I said, I appreciate everybody for coming here today. I want you to, you know, approach the member of the team for more questions if you have any, or probably come to the office. I want you to see your videos. I want you to also go to the residential and make videos and make reference, right? It's just less than 30 seconds drive or 1 minute drive. You know, make reference, you know. So, and then if you're having any problem closing your bills, get to any member of the team or myself. I mean, if you manage to get my WhatsApp number, I'll gladly answer you. So I'm rooting for you. I'm your number one fan. Thank you so much. Thanks again. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely one.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. If you have further questions, you can send it to info@veritasium.com.
Yes.
Come to the office. Specific is able to speak to us. All right. In the absence of
No other questions?
I think we can go into the site to our questions. Take pictures. Let's take pictures first. Yeah, hashtag Itunu City Launch, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Please, let's take pictures before we go into the site for our inspections. Thank you very much.
Nice. This is where you want want to be, this is where you want to invest. To invest
Oh,
in
please, I
Itunu
need to say
City,
this. After
call
the
the
pictures
number,
and the
go to our
inspection,
YouTube
we'll
page,
still be going
see
to
the videos,
Itunu
see
Residential.
everything,
We have lots
then
of
let us
things,
kickstart
activities
this
lined up.
milestone project
It's
for
going to be
you.
a fun day,
Having
so
said
please,
that,
everybody
thank you
raise up.
so much, guys. I really do appreciate. We have ribbon cutting to do, so join us. Oh my god. So yeah, so we're taking pictures with the MD right now. Mr. Miller.
Oh yeah,
One word. Investors. YouTube live.
YouTube like one word is you can never go wrong with this woman. You can never go wrong with Itunu. You know, she's one of the best, if not the best.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You know, you stand everything to get big Itunu City. Congratulations to you now.
Congratulations to you too.
Don't say yes. No, they'll not give you space.
So call us now. Monday, come on.